how we doing? Today I am going to show you how to create this mask right here. So let's get started. I have a 11 by 8.5, and I'm going to cut this at 11 by 6. Okay, so since this side's already 11, I don't have to cut that side. I just got to cut this side down to 6. So I'm bringing in my paper cutter, and I'm going to line this up at 6 inches. And here goes the beginning of your template. You with 11 by 6 sheet of paper, or you could use a craft paper bag or anything like that. Anything to make a size 11 by 6, okay? Now you want to fold this baby in half. After you fold it in half, on the open end, you want to mark down 2.75. So now I'm going to bring my ruler in, and I'm going to mark down 2.75. And my 275 mark is right here. Then on my closed side, I want to mark down the notch after 1/2 inch. So I think that's 7/8 of an inch or 5/8 of an inch. So you want to bring your ruler over here, and you want to mark, but it's the notch. So if this is if that's a 1/2 inch, you want to do this next notch, okay? And then now you want to come from the bottom up to 2 inches and mark 2 inches. Okay, now you want to mark in from the closed side in 2.25 inches. 2 1/4, and here goes my 2 1/4 mark. Now you want to take your ruler, and that one notch after the 1/2 inch, you want to mark up. So if that's 1/2 inch, I want to go up a little bit, and I'm going to draw a line from this point all the way to that point where I just made the 6 mark, the 2 inch mark, I'm sorry, 2.25. Okay, so here goes the start of your template. Now you want to bring your ruler in and join this line to the tip of this line. Then I want to take this line to this line, and I want to mark that. So this is what it should look like right now, just like that. Now you have this mark and this mark, and what you want to do is come in with something round, like a 7-inch plate, 6-inch plate, or even a lid. So I have this plastic lid right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of join these two together, just like that. And now I'm going to draw a round circle, just like that. So here what it looked like. Now what we want to do is take our scissors and cut this all out. It's really simple to make this pattern. Okay, so now we're just going to cut the other side. And don't worry if you don't cut it straight. That's going to be part of the seam allowance. So this is what it should look like. And here goes your template. So now I'm going to come in with my fabric. 11.75 by 12.5. Okay, next step, you want to bring in your mat, and you want to crease your material. Okay, next step is you want to take your material and your pattern, and you would like to cut this out. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to fold this in half. So it's better for me to cut it. So I'm just going to put that right there in the middle. And I'm just going to crease the material with my fingers, actually. Then if you don't want to do it this way, you can use a pen, trace it all out. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to trace it really quick. It don't have to be perfect. Remember, you got seam allowance that you're going to take. So I'll hide all the raw edges. Okay, so there goes my trace. So now I'm just going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut it out. Okay. So here goes our two patterns. So we got one right here and one right here. Okay, the next step what we're going to do is sew both these patterns together. A 1/4 inch seam allowance going all the way around. Just do the top edge. Okay, so here we go. This is what I sewed. So you want to sew from here, back stitch, go all the way around in a curve, go under and go all the way around and back stitch at the corner. And then what you want to do is kind of snip the middle of this, so when you go to fold it inside, it lays much better. Okay, so as you can see, we got it all done. And then you just want to trim a little bit of the middle. Okay, so after you sew from here all the way around, what you want to do, if you want, I am not going to sew the edge over here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to trim some of it off so it won't be so bulky. Okay, so I'm just going to take my scissors and I'm going to trim some of this roundness off. Okay, so this is what it looks like. So now what you want to do is open it up and turn it to where these pieces join together. Now your mask should look like this. So now what I want you to do, I want to sew the top edge all the way around to the other edge, back stitching it, okay? So I'm going to line up my corners. Making sure that everything is lined up even. And now I'm going to take this to my sewing machine. And I'm going to sew from this end, back stitch all the way around to this end and back stitch. And I'll be right back. Okay, so here I go. I sewed a 1/4 inch seam allowance going all the way on the top. Now, the next thing that I'm going to do is snip off all of the strings. And we're going to go on to the next step. So what I want to do, I want to snip this right here so it lays a little bit flat. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to fold it in half. And I'm just going to snip it in the triangle. Make sure you do not get church stitching, okay? That happened to me a couple of times. Now you want to turn your fabric inside out. And now you want to take your mask and iron it flat. So now with this, what I want to do at this point, you want to, now you can either eyeball this, but what I want to do, okay, this is optional, guys. If you want to put a nose piece right now, now's the time. And now's the time to put the wire in. And then once you have your wire in there, what you want to do is do a little pocket, sew down, and then go across and sew back up. Don't sew back up. So you sew down, and on one side you leave it open so you can always change out, okay? And then you want to fold this in. A 1/4 of an inch, just like that, and press it. And you want to do the same on the other side. But I'm just going to eyeball this side. Either way, you can join the two pieces together and then make sure that they line up. Okay, so as you can see, the face mask is starting to take shape. Now what I want to do to let this be really nice, I'm going to do a top stitching all the way around, and that top stitch is going to close my sides too with the elastic inside. I'm going to do the elastic at 7 inches. Okay, so now I have my elastic, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to add them to the sides, and I'm going to pin them in place. So I actually want the elastic pieces to go in about a 1/2 inch, okay? And you're going to do the same to the other side. Okay, so now that I got my elastic in, I'm going to take it to my sewer, and I'm going to start sewing from this end, back stitch all the way down, come all the way around, this way, all the way around, and back across and back stitch again. Okay, guys? And I'll be right back. Okay, guys, so I went around, and as you can see, I used contrasting threads so you guys can see exactly where I sewed at. Okay? And I got the elastic on. They're all sewn in. And now, this completes our face mask. You can either put a 3rd layer for a pocket or something like that. So now I'm going to show you what it looks like, okay? Okay, so here goes the face mask. You can have it double layer. You can add an extra filter to it. You got the elastic that is sewn in, which I prefer not to sew in mine because elastic gets wear down. So you're going to spend money on a face mask if you buy it from somebody, and a lot of times the elastic wears out. So, but besides that, I really like this mask. It's nice and easy. It's breathable. It's not against your face. So let's see how it fits. Oh my God, it's so light. I actually like how it fits. It looks really good. It's not fogging up my glasses. As you can tell, I have my glasses over. Looking really good. And it fits down here perfect too. So what you guys think, guys? Here goes another face mask. You let me know what you think down in the description box below. I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. And until next time, you guys stay safe. Bye now. You could probably use this double side. Just use a different coordinating fabric, and you are good to go. If you like this video, thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe.